and say, if Loretta didn't show, I'd leave. And because she's a V and I'm W. So when I got to class, why'd you leave?
Every day.
Because she was always
late. Yeah.
He did not have permission.
So I should sue her for this damage. God witness, she said she did it. So,
she said it out loud too, didn't she?
So anyway, so we went from a lot of years. But I remember Dolores, but I remember the old Cedric, Angie. Angie, I remember that one.
Yeah, they were probably the two oldest, so yeah.
Yeah, they were.
I know she had 5.
Yeah, she had 5. She
had 5 kids.
It's a long time ago.
3 boys after Angie.
3 boys after Angie.
Yeah.
And then those were good days. And we knew each other from church. Paul Green and the youth department. We sang in choirs together.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, he was in the group.
Oh, okay. And the choir was called Paul Green? It was
no. It was the State Young Adult State Youth Choir.
State Youth Choir.
Southern California.
So Bishop Blake and all the people that we know that have moved on, we all grew up together.
I wonder if you can find stuff like that in the archives.
We should put it in the archives.
Maybe
you probably do have to enter it. Huh? You probably have to,
somebody got
to be a story. Somebody had to be a storyteller.
Because we
in California.
And so it's all those, even Carlton Pearson, all those people that have gone on to be preachers and moved on. We knew Bishop Blake before he was Bishop Blake, when he was just Charles and his brother, and they would come up here and those were good days. And because I remember New Year's Eve, everybody would go to their local churches, and we'd have it at midnight. Then after that, we'd meet at somebody's house for hot chocolate or something, and caravan to Pasadena. And the Northern California would come down, the Watson, the Andrews, and the Hawkins, and everything. And then we'd go to Pasadena. We had a church just a block off from the parade, and we'd stay up all night. We'd have a musical. They'd take a collection. And then those days, we call them older people. They would cook. You could smell the food cooking. We'd have breakfast. By the time we got to the parade, and when we got home, it was and see, my mother's birthday was on the first New Year's Day.
Oh.
So we got home. We're so tired. So
your mom and dad still there? Your mom and dad, is either one of them or both of them still there?
No. But my mother's birthday was so she always had to do her own party. She would cook the food and everything else, and we'd have dinner. And
you'd be beat.
Oh yeah. As soon as the parade was over, I was ready to go home.
Because we would stay up all night.
Sometimes we that's all it took.
We would go year after year because and then because we had people like Andre Crouch and all these great gospel singers before they became so known. The Hawkins and when those two brothers would sing, they had such close harmony. And they would go to the Youth Congress and youth. I remember them in D.C. and stuff. I only went a couple of times to the Congress. That wasn't my speed. But anyway, I was too saved, too deep.
Yeah, right. Wait, if you believe that, I have a bridge I want to sell.
Yeah, a bridge I want to sell.
This is my story. You got that on tape, brother?
Yeah, brother. It's got to be true because it's on tape now.
Loretta, how's your appetite? Are you hungry?
Not particularly.
Does she eat very well? Rose, you know?
I don't know.
No, honey, I was wondering how she used to eat.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, if they got her on painkillers, there's got to be something in her stomach.
Yeah.
She haven't had anything since we've been here.
How long have
you been here?
What time did we come? It had to be at least around 1:30.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how your appetite is, darling.
Yeah, it's almost 4 now, huh?
Is it almost 4?
According to this, I don't know how right. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Don, how was church today?
Oh, the preacher was tossing the words.
Where did you go?
I didn't go. I knew he was tossing the words.
Where did you go? This preacher was tossing the words.
I think he can tell you where I went. My pastor's wife, I was at church first Sunday. She said, John, that's why a lot of them can't come here today, because the pastor's anniversary is at 3 o'clock. And the Leonard Jones.
Okay.
And the Leonard Church and another church will come. So Sister Jones called me. She said, John, I want you here next Sunday. She said, I said, 2 Sundays in a row?
Yeah, because we stopped doing anniversaries. I haven't done anniversaries in years.
Bishop Crouch never did them.
Okay.
And so I never did them.
And so then Elder Jones,
Artists and Lincoln Fuller and all those preachers that came afterwards, they had to do it on their own. Because I feel like this.
Yeah, we used to do them.
You know, but in the old days, when they had those, preachers didn't get big salaries.
That's right. That's what the anniversaries
That's
were.
right. And you know, even when prior to that in the South and everything was, they would give them linen and stuff. That's where they would pay and canned goods and food. And even that's why Memphis is in the harvest time, because when they had to wait till the harvest was done, and then they would give stuff to the preacher, and that would supplement his income. Because
but they're on salary now, so
big time salary.
Yeah. So what's the purposes of the anniversary now?
For me, it's just for them. You know, I don't knock it, but I don't participate.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like if they want to do it, that's
tradition.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so, since I Bishop,
they get good salaries, like you said.
They don't ask for. They tell you what the salaries are.
Okay.
And like musicians today, in the old days, you know, they get good salaries too.
Everybody works in the church.
Everybody in the church. There's no volunteer.
Yeah.
Only people I know volunteer are like in white churches.
The ushers might volunteer.
Yeah, they're about to, and you know what? The people that work the hardest volunteer, like the Mother's Board, and people they got their white uniforms and everything.
Yeah.
But you know, white churches, they'll build them. And even Latin churches, you know, everybody's like almost equal. They're volunteer. That's their service.
That's right.
In our church, a lot of folks ain't gonna say that because I'm gonna take one on salaries. But we got a lot of folks in our church that are related that are on salaries.
Oh yeah.
No, I appreciate it. I wanted to come and just make sure that she had company on her birthday.
Yeah, she did.
And I wanted to sing.
I didn't call until I was coming, and I didn't tell Donzella, but I had made these scrolls.
Oh,
so
you did?
I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna take one to go in.
All right. Did you have some visitors during the week? Did Charlene come? And Morris? They told me they were coming Wednesday.
I don't know if they came.
Did Charlene come Wednesday?
Could.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Could.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Helen
Helen and them told me they were coming yesterday.
Helen came.
Okay, they said yesterday.
Helen and Tommy came, didn't they?
Ooh, and what's her name?
Yeah.
Big girl.
Big girl.
Maybe it's the 3 that came today.
No, some came today, but I think Helen and Tommy.
I know Chris said he was coming today, so they probably came.
And then
Chris and Brenda.
Did
Brenda?
I don't know, Karita
Chris's wife, the brother, 2 brothers above me.
Okay.
The middle one.
I don't know his wife.
Do all of you live here? No, your sister and them live in the South, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Who she was staying with, Donzella, just moved to Alabama.
Okay.
They were in Tulare up north, California.
No. I'm talking about your sister.
Union City, Tennessee, or Kentucky.
Tennessee. She didn't live here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, people do at this day and time. People do what they can, and if they can't, they don't do that.
That's what you should do.
All you can do is what you can. That's all you can do.
I didn't know she wasn't supposed to be having sugar. She's diabetic?
Yeah, she's diabetic.
She's diabetic, but she never said anything about it.
I never knew it until, you know what, when I was here, I came last Thursday.
Okay.
And see, for me, it's a journey because, you know, I don't have a car. So I had to ride buses, and it takes forever. And I said, she came Thursday, and I said, if I'm going to go visit, I better go during the week when the buses run fast. You know, people that work in the school on the weekend is, you know,
that's true.
I could probably walk it fast.
That's the only time they run myself. It's in the morning and in the evening.
And so I
don't
said,
see them in between.
Yeah, Jamal came out here on the bus.
Yeah.
See her too.
And so I came out, and I spent quite a bit of time with her.
You rent a car, as you say?
Yeah, I have a car, Mazda and stuff, and everything else. And you know, I haven't had a car for 19 years.
I know. Usually rent a car.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't even miss it.
You don't?
I've always had cars. I had Mustangs.
You rent
but no, I don't rent them that often. I used to rent them more.
Okay.
But now, maybe twice a month.
Oh, okay. That's a lot to me, John.
But you know,
like I rent a car once a year when I'm traveling out of town. Or
but see, but I only keep them usually like 24 hours.
Yeah, I used to rent them from here to Vegas and back. Right.
Yeah, right.
But see, I just rent them like 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
So like, I picked it up yesterday at 1:30. And I went straight to Sunland or somewhere to a 16th birthday party, and then I did some other things. This morning I got to do a lot of running. Tonight I'm going to be at a jazz thing at UCLA. I took a class at summer school at UCLA for 6 weeks, and so I'm going to a concert tonight. Then tomorrow morning I get up at 6 with all my heavy laundry, go to the laundromat, and do all my errands, take the car back at 1:30. So it's like I've had it. I do everything I have to do.
Yeah.
And then I have to
I would have thought about that.
You know what? I have saved so much money not having a car. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because
you feel like you stay in shape too, because you're moving around. You got no choice but to walk.
I'm trying, but I'm taking boxing right now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm serious. Because I'm trying to lose this weight.
Yeah, that's good.
By boxing?
Yeah.
You know what?
I tell you what, push away from the table.
Oh, no,
That's better than
push aways.
Yeah.
No. They got to have both.
You know what? When you reach a certain maturity, even though I've cut the food back, I was just maintaining. And so now, even with all my walking, I walk a long ways. My cleaners is on Pico and Doheny. I walk home from that. I live San Vicente and La Brea. But I'm not walking fast. But I walk
for my daughter.
Huh?
She only 4 for my daughter.
Okay. And so what I did was, I said, at Santa Monica, and I said, I've taken swimming there, water aerobic, weight, regular pee. So I said, I'm going to take this boxing. And because it's more like aerobics for us. We get there at 2. It starts at 2:15, and she hits the floor. We stretch. I didn't know I could stretch so many different ways, but no different things. And then we have to do a mile around the track. So and so I said to the Judo, I said, "Is that 1 lap?" She said, "No, so that's 4
laps."
I knew it was 4.
Yeah.
She said, "No, sir." And so the first day we had a partner. We measured about your neck, your arm, your bicep, and then she brought a scale to weigh us and to get our body fat. I'll tell my age.
Who is this?
The teacher.
Where do you go?
Santa Monica College.
Oh, okay.
And when I got there, and so when she said, "Okay, take off your shoes and socks," I said, "You're really adventurous." She said, "I got cleaning stuff here." So I put my weight down, and then she said, "How old are you?" I said, "I beg your pardon?" I said 72, and she didn't even look up. She said, everybody in the class is like 19. And the students, I was whispering that to her. She just kept writing and everything. And so then she put the body fat. And I'll tell my age, I can tell my body fat. So then she said, "Okay." When I came around, and I said, "Okay, I'm miles on this track." And first I thought, okay, think of the turtle and the rabbit. That got me through.
Tortoise in the hair.
Yeah, they got me through.
The tortoise in the hair.
And I said, I know these kids that text all the time.
You just walk around, you don't have to run.
Yeah, I know. And I just started my fast, and all of a sudden, they passed me by. Second time, the third time.
Don't make no difference.
No, third time, I wasn't the last coming in.
No. I had Carla laughing. Behind Dorothy, and I had her laughing because when I go in the morning, I told her, I said, "It's a lady out there with it's a man out there with a walker, and two or three other women with a cane." And I said, "Those are the only people I pass. Everybody else passed me. I passed the people with the walker. I passed them with the cane. But everybody else."
Aren't you glad to be there?
Oh yeah. Everybody else passed me.
Glad to be there.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to run no race. I'm not trying to set no record. I'm just doing it for my own exercise.
And then when we come in, and she has like 7 stations for us to go. We got the big bags, and then we got the punching bags. We can't hit each other. By the time I wrap I'm so glad to sit down and wrap my head. I take forever. I'm so tired. Between the stretching and the mile, I'm so tired. I just sit there with my yellow tape. Everybody's up doing their side. And And I do my circle. Then I go, and when I put the gloves on, I feel like a cartoon, these great big gloves. 14. And then
They're 16 ounces?
14.
14 ounces.
And so before I put them on, we have to do jump rope. So we do jump rope, and then after that, she blows a whistle, you go to the next thing, and then she has a line going on, and you got to go underneath the line, to duck. And by the time we do that, I'm
Bobbing, weaving.
And then I put my gloves on, and I'm so glad for them gloves. But I'm so glad I take the frustration off the bag, and you get in your position, and you're doing it, and then, So by the time I finish an hour and something, I'm just ringing.
I know.
I have water there and everything, but anyway.
That's good.
So when they see my Christmas card, I'm gonna be on that. Yesterday I got to see the Endeavor.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
Did you?
I
only found out about it last night.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know it was because I don't watch. I try not to watch regular TV.
17 hours late.